Happy Saturday. So, today is my first time being out all week. And what I did was I looked at the numbers and I said, well, we've got still less than 300 cases that are reported by the LA County, but I'm saying that's probably tenfold. So, I'm just going to assume that only 1 out of 10 people are getting tested and that those statistics are showing up reported by the health department. Deaths, I'm pretty sure that they're on top of, but a number of tested people, cases that are in hospitals, that's going to be my guess. My guess, okay, just a guess to play it conservatively. There's probably 10 times as many people infected as they show cases in hospitals because they're not really testing anybody until they show 102 fever. And some places I've heard them say 103. So I suited up this morning, tack pants, boots, nitrile gloves, and also I have a reusable, washable mask. And so I put this on here. Makes it difficult for me to talk. And then I put my balaclava over there. And this is how I appear in public. Uh, I do have a scary clown face, and I have about 6 of these, but that's the way I'm presenting in public right now. So it's weird because you can't smile at people, and you can't, you know, you just have to gesture a lot more. I mean, I can talk and people can understand what I'm saying. I picked up prescriptions, my wife's asthma prescription, and my prescription for myself over at the CVS. So then I got some fresh fruit and vegetables, got some tomatoes, some bananas, etc. Target, nobody at Target except people in the pharmacy were wearing masks, and the girl who was working the counter was wearing a mask, and none of the checkout counters peoples were wearing masks. The whole mall is basically closed. IKEA was closed last week. The mall itself is closed. I believe the out stores because this is a big box kind of mall. So I think there's an Olive Garden and a Norm's. Those guys are closed. Carl's Jr.'s are still open. So I had another Famous Star with cheese for lunch today. But the streets are generally empty. I saw a lot of old people sitting on the bus stops, and that was kind of disturbing and sad. Um, and a lot of old people out driving, and I get the feeling that they're by themselves. So I hope at some point in the future we'll be able to volunteer and help people. So I went to the local Ralph's, and there's a line, and I got there at about 12:30, 1 o'clock, and they've set it up very nice. It's so easy and logical. Why didn't I think of this? Which is basically they don't let anybody in until somebody comes out. And then when you're in the store, there's probably fewer than 50 people, including staff and customers, in the store. So there was never more than 2 people in any aisle at once. And there was there were like 3 or 4 cash registers open, and there were never more than 2 people at a cash register. So it was an interesting way of shopping. So let me tell you what I saw. Um, Baby formula is up at the front with the booze, under lock and key. There was no toilet paper, of course. Um, I didn't hang out long in the produce section. I just didn't expect to find that much, but I did load up on some frozen vegetables while I was at Target where the CVS was. So I did some of my shopping there. And once again, Progresso soup, because I guess it's more expensive, a lot more expensive. There's a lot of it on the shelves, and not only I mean chicken noodle too. So that was good. So I got about 8 cans today between both places. Bagged fruits were there, so I got oranges, I got tomatoes in a little plastic, and I got avocados, and lots of condiments, all your hot sauces and ketchup, and that's all there. You don't have to worry about that. But there was some canned Goya down at the bottom in that section that was gone. Bum. Bleach is selling out. There was no Lysol, so I got Pine Sol. I was able to get baby wipes, but the store has a limit of 2 per customer. There were no half gallons of milks. Lots of gallons, but no half gallons. And I would say the milk, where all that was, including the soy milk, only about 20% full. Meat, I would say there's only 10% of the meat was there. I couldn't even find Spam. Lots of tuna in cans, and tuna and mackerel. But in the canned vegetables, not a lot. Mostly corn and just a limited selection of that. What else? The aisle with soft drinks and potato chips was full. You could get any of that you want, and the guy was stocking it. The deli, I didn't stop to go to the deli much. There wasn't much that I wanted. I did get some salami, some gallo, and I got some ham and some Swiss cheese. But there were just a few of those left. So I would say on the whole, shopping is completely possible. You can do it. This is not a lockdown. It is a request to shelter in place. So I saw cops out on the street, but they didn't have patrols or anything like that. There's just normally, and they're expecting people not to go out. And they expect that, if you have to go out and shop, then you will. And so the supermarkets are open. What else did I notice? In my neighborhood, a lot of dads riding bicycles around with their kids, and that was nice. And kids walking around the neighborhood with their parents. So it's like a normal Halloween. So you're seeing parents with their little kids, and I guess everybody's out of school right now. So there's that. And I did see kids riding bikes around here. So I would say about definitely more than the last time I went out, which I can't remember when it was, several days ago, probably Monday or Tuesday. Me wearing a mask would be unusual. Today, I saw couples that were masks, and they had matching gloves and masks. But I'd say about 15% of the people right now are wearing masks and or gloves. So it's normal in a kind of weird, zombie apocalypse way. It's not even that. It's not even zombie apocalypse. That's not the way to think about it. But everybody out there is calm, and they're just putting up with it, and it's not panicky like 2 Fridays ago when just everybody was lined up at Costco and I could only find toilet paper at the local bodega. It's not like that. The panic seems to be over. I think people are adjusting. They're on their way to the new normal. And I think when they see more and more people gloved up, wearing masks, when they're out, then that's going to be it. Again, there's no malls that are open. It's just going to be supermarkets. The strip malls are the nearest one to our house is closed. 7-Eleven is closed, and the bums and mendicants that used to hang out there are not there anymore. So I also need to go to the Walmart, not the big Walmart, the neighborhood Walmart, and I was going to see what's up with that. Oddly enough, we live right across the street from the Dignity Health Sports, where the Raiders, not the Raiders, the Chargers and the LA Galaxy play. And today, there's a parking lot really full of minivans. And they're generic minivans, and there's not a sporting event today. So it's very weird. Somebody has moved an inventory of vehicles there. So I don't know what that's all about. But it seems like it's wall to wall. And maybe a couple auto dealers have moved some of their inventory off of the regular street lots. That's all I can guess. I didn't see any military vehicles. It didn't look like anything like that. But it was very unusual to see how packed those cars were. So that's the story right here in the South Bay, in the south of Los Angeles. And I just finished Osterholm's book, and in the last chapter, he goes through a scenario where it's a flu pandemic, and and I've learned so much from this book. It's kind of a life-changing book. I'm going to cut another video and talk about that because I just wanted to give a quick update to kind of what the new normal is around my house, and that everything's okay. You can shop, you can get things, stores are stocked, and the new way that they're handling the traffic is very smart. It's very good, and I was very comfortable shopping today. So good on you, Ralphs. Way to go. Talk to you guys later. Stay healthy. Bye.